welcome to lesson 2. In this lesson we're going to be talking about securing our fingers on the practice chanter and playing a short melody. So let's just get our fingers back on. So holding your chanter, you're going to put your left thumb on the hole in the back, drop your index finger down closing the G to give us an F, drop your middle finger down closing the F to give us an E, close your ring finger down closing the E to give us a D. Now get the right hand, and we always put the pinky finger on first, remember. So that pinky finger's got to end with the low A hole here in the top pad of our finger after the last knuckle. Ring finger down flat, middle finger down flat, index finger down flat. So your finger should look like this by the end, okay, nice and straight, sandwich shaped if you want, okay, like you're holding a sandwich. Okay, if your fingers are all buttoned up or clawed, they're never going to be able to get the kind of dexterity required to play the music. So keep the fingers flat. There you go. So that's our first rule. Okay, that's our first rule of keeping the fingers on the chanter, I should say. Is keep the fingers nice and flat. We never push down. Okay, we don't want to see any bending fingers. Just nice and flat, relaxed fingers. So let's try this Frere Jacques. Okay, so if you're one of my students, you'll have the score in front of you, but the finger shapes will appear on the screen anyway as we go. So we're going to start with a low A, then raise our ring finger for a B, then we're going to lift our middle finger up and drop our pinky down for a C, and that's our first 3 notes. Our fourth note is a low A, so we have to make the new note before we close the old note. Pinky up, middle 2 fingers down. Now we're going to repeat that process, and that's the bar. So the second time we'll play low A, ring finger up for a B, middle finger up, pinky finger down for C, pinky finger up, middle 2 fingers down for a low A. So that whole bar would sound like there you go, that's bar 1 out of 4 bars. Feel free to pause here, rewind back, watch that again, try it yourself, whatever you need to do. But for right now we'll move on to bar 2. So a little bit more hand tuning here. We're starting from a C, raising our right index finger for a D, and then we've got to get to this E. So I have to move my left ring finger off, right pinky finger off, close the 3 notes between. So we're getting C, then D, then raise that ring finger and pinky finger, close the 3 in between for E. Okay, we're always making the new note before we close the old note. Okay, so that's going to sound, well, we're going to repeat that, of course, repeat that twice, and that's bar 2. So it goes like, now, in there, of course, I'm moving from the E to the C. If you want to stop and reset your fingers right now, that's absolutely fine. But that transition, if you want to play through the whole bar, we're going to play the E, open up those middle 2 fingers of the right hand, pop the pinky on, then close that E down. Okay, so if you're ever uncertain about changing from one note to the other, always apply the rule, make the new note before you close the old note, and you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so that's bar 2. Again, you can pause here, go back, rewind, watch the fingers, whatever you need to do. Moving on to bar 3 now, this is a much busier bar. You'll see that we've still got 4 beat groups in the bar, right? And if we're not ready for that yet, don't worry about it, but you'll see that it's quite busy looking. We've got kind of 4 notes at a sort of quicker speed, and then 2 sort of middle tempo notes, and then 4 notes of a quicker speed. They are still got the same ideas. So we're going to start an E, lift our middle finger to an F, drop the middle finger to E again, right hand open, pinky finger on, ring finger down for a D. That's the end of the first group. And then the second group is just a C, so that's index finger down for C, pinky finger up, middle 2 fingers down for the low A. And we're doing that twice, so again, E, F, E, D, C, A, E, F, E, D, C, A. And that would sound like on the practice chanter. And that's our third bar of Frere Jacques. Last bar Very simple. We're going to play a low A, close the chanter to low G, release the low A again. So we're getting A, G, A, G, A. And it should sound like and that's our Frere Jacques. So again, as always, pause, rewind, watch this thing as many times as you need to get familiar. But other than that, I'll see you next time.